Welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode with Lavaland Podcast. And I'm still with Dr. Olivia and also Dr. Sanya here with me. And this is just getting really exciting. As we all know, in reality, diabetes is very difficult to cure, especially without maintaining a healthy lifestyle. This virtual gym created by Dr. Sanya here and her discovery from London University can assist you in your recovery. But it should still be combined with medical guidance and also a healthy lifestyle. Isn't that right, Dr. Olivia?
It's on here.
Yeah.
Wrong
Yeah.
doctor.
Yes, a strong yes, yeah, we can
Yeah,
see
we
it.
both agree with that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean diabetes in Indonesia also like I think from 10 years ago it started to become a big issue because younger generations is like also getting diabetes a lot, so it's very scary. I mean, you also relate to this?
So I feel like diabetes has been there longer than 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been for
It's
Yeah.
forever.
the day the world
From
was
the-
created.
Yeah, but it's
you know?
more
From the
famous
ancient
now.
times.
Yeah.
I do agree there is a prevalence to diabetes.
Mhm.
It comes from diet.
Mhm.
Primarily, I myself like my good dessert.
Mhm.
I don't have diabetes, but I
Mhm.
do know a few family members and friends that do.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it comes with a great lifestyle.
Yeah.
One of which that inhibits a great lifestyle is distance,
Mm-hmm.
time, and motivation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do agree the virtual gym is a better option.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no constraint, literally. We're always at the
Mm.
mall. Lavaland is
Yeah.
everywhere. It's in a mall as well, so I could just decide to eat in the mall, meet friends, and then
And
pop
then
by
go.
Yeah, and then
get my
just
treatment
go.
done.
Yeah.
Like, I see no reason how that's an inhibitor. And I don't have to shower
Mhm.
after. I'm
No.
not sweating like crazy.
No.
Right? So, yes, I
No,
do
there's no
agree.
sweating.
Yeah.
And there's no lactic acid. There's no pains there next
Yeah.
day. That's
Yeah.
the other good thing.
Yeah.
So, I feel like with diabetes, right, depending on the type itself,
Mm-hmm.
but in the whole general scope of it, I do agree with Dr. Shah
Mm-hmm.
that it is a good treatment,
Yeah.
especially if the concept itself is the same as working out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we have proven that. It's not just that we say that
Mm.
it's going to help because we think it's going to help. We have actually proved it experimentally.
Mm.
And we have had statistical significance. Glucose went down, I think, 48%.
Mhm.
The fasting was 48, and the postprandial was about 49. I can't remember exactly. I have it, I showed it yesterday.
Yeah.
And we also, the interesting thing
Mm-hmm.
is that everybody who had diabetes, a 60% got normal, complete normal.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 40% were into the pre-diabetic state. So he told you that, they need more
Yeah,
treatments. But everybody that had pre-diabetes, almost everybody was normal afterwards. So there is a very significant effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just the sugar and the insulin resistance that changes, it's the entire protein profile, the entire hormonal profile that changes, that there is a balance. The variables for the liver are changing, there is a balance there. So the whole body is healthier and it lasts. We did a study for 7 months, a longitudinal study, and we did find that results persist after 7 months. And these people did not follow our diet recommendations. They were eating and drinking whatever they wanted. But I do not recommend that. I recommend that if you suppresses your hunger, you don't just go and eat.
Yeah.
Eat everything,
Even
yeah.
though you don't want to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Even though you don't feel like it,
Yeah.
just because you like the dessert. Don't do that. You need to change your lifestyle. So that will maintain your results much longer.
And then
And
the
it's
virtual gym is like a good combination with also
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
control the
If
what
you
we
want to
eat.
keep eating, then you're gonna have to come back and do it again.
Yeah,
That's
very
very
true.
as well. Because I was just thinking of a patient that I know for where I work.
Mhm.
Right? Most of the diabetic patients I've got, they've got a pretty good weight. It's
Yeah.
a very special kind where
Yes,
there is
they
a lot of
usually-
self-conscious.
Mhm,
Right?
mhm.
Like, for example, now I'm in a not so ideal weight for myself.
Yeah, they don't want to go to the
They
gym.
don't want to go to the gym because they feel judged, right?
Yeah.
They don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So I think the nice thing, the beauty of the virtual gym, especially
Yes.
in such a beautiful treatment clinic like this.
Yeah,
one.
they're gorgeous. All of the
Exactly.
treatment
Yeah.
clinics are like Chanel or something.
You don't
Yeah,
feel
you're
like
walking Louis
getting a
Vuitton.
treatment though.
Yeah.
Like it's like a spa.
Yeah, they're
You feel
very classy.
You feel comfortable. You feel like at home a little bit.
Yeah,
You know, you're not being judged. You yourself are doing the virtual
absolutely.
gym, right?
And to be better for yourself and your health. I
agree.
mean, like
Yeah.
empowering
And that's-
yourself.
I have to give that to Lina because she's very creative and she has she's very classy. She has an
love it.
amazing
Yeah.
eye for class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
agree.
so everything and she goes, no, this one has to be like that.
Yeah,
Because
and
she-
also helping
everything
another
is-
woman.
So they, no, she's one of a kind.
Yeah, just one of a kind.
This is Lina Sasmita.
That's why we have Lavaland here, and also this incredible, highly advanced technology for all the women in Indonesia.
Absolutely, it's owned by a woman.
Yeah.
So we want to empower women.
Women for women.
Exactly.
That's like super duper amazing because like diabetes is like a super dangerous also disease. I mean, like I've seen a lot of people getting diabetes. Like there's a lot of types, and it's hard to control their insulin level, injection, and this and that. Like super scary also, and this treatment also can help to speed up and make the healing process more effective for the diabetes patients.
Yes,
Yeah,
obviously.
another yes for us.
We have actually proven that.
Yeah. How can you prove it?
It reduces glucose and insulin.
Reduce
resistance.
glucose and insulin resistance. Okay, so because it's also a new approach to
It
healthcare
stops
in
the
Indonesia.
hunger, so
Yeah,
You don't
suppress
wanna
the hunger. I think it's very hard to One of my friends that got
It
diabetes.
makes them more fit.
Yeah,
It gets them
it's hard to
slimmer.
control what she wants to eat. She just wants to eat. Maybe it's not have to be dessert or something sweet, but just like anything. She's craving a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's the problem.
With the research that Dr. Shania has done, right?
Yeah.
She's saying that, well, not recommended, obviously, right? There
Yeah.
are dietary
Yeah,
restrictions.
Doctor, stay here.
There are nutritional things like plans that you need to do, but in that light, the idea that her patients in her study
That's right.
did not follow a plan.
No,
right?
they did not.
So it shows that doing the virtual gym is not constricting at all, right? So the usual, well, I'm the old-fashioned medicine, right?
Yeah.
As a doctor myself, obviously I'm going to put anyone who has diabetes on a strict diet, on a strict running plan.
Absolutely,
yeah.
you have to.
You
do
must
that.
You have to.
really.
Yeah, but they're not
this.
going to run. They're
not
not
gonna
going to go to the gym because, first of all, it's very tiring.
Maybe you can recommend it to
Oh,
your
yeah, I
patients.
will.
They have pains.
Yeah.
They can get pain in
Yeah.
their bodies
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the gym.
And
It's
Inflammations also is like, it's like super, their skin looks unhealthy, the
Inflammation,
color and
okay.
anything.
guys, it will reduce your inflammation. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I do it for the inflammation.
Inflammation.
Why? Because if you have inflammation, you feel tired. There's fatigue. There's constipation. There is mood swings. Your metabolism is down. Your hair starts falling.
Yeah.
Inflammation is equal to hair loss. And this is another thing that we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We have a new technology for hair growth.
The hair grows.
Yeah, for the first time in Indonesia, only Lina has this.
amazing.
Only in Lavaland.
Only in Lavaland.
Only
For
Lavaland.
hair growth. And you see amazing results. I have to
my
show you the pictures. You see really amazing results. When I first got the technology, right, I tried on this doctor who was interested to do hair growth. And I did half side of his face and his hair started standing up. And I swear I could see more hair. It was like, I don't think there was no more hair, but it's just because there was a response that I have never seen. Second treatment, black hair started growing.
Okay.
I was like, whoa, that doesn't happen with anything, okay?
Right.
Then third, fourth treatment, on the fourth treatment, hair on his crown started, that there is no follicles there.
Oh.
That is very impressive.
That is
That
very
was
impressive.
really funny. That was weird. It was, yeah,
It's
it was
definitely
just,
time for you.
yeah. So I was like, wow, there's something that we've done here
Yeah.
that has, the body is responding to, because this technology, what it does, it basically fills in gaps in cellular communications. So it's like you're in traffic, right?
In traffic.
And you have a block in the traffic. And what happens? All the all the cars at the back, right? Now, what happens? Say if you have a heart, right, to carry for transplant from the lab to the hospital, that patient died. Okay, it's the same thing with antibodies, with all kinds of things that they will not be transferred because of this blockage in communication, and your blood can be aggregated, separates the red blood cells as well. So another thing is traffic lights, right? So it has a timing issue. So you have a traffic light doesn't work. What happens here? Collisions, accidents. Just a simple thing, the traffic. And the body is far, far more complex. Can you imagine if there is a block in the communications, what can happen? The whole internet of the body, the biological internet, is going to be brought down. So what this technology does, it reinstates your biological internet.
Okay. So it helps the body to run at its best.
And it helps the body run at its best. Exactly. And that is, what would you do without internet? Most businesses would be.
I think I would shut down.
You shut down.
We will cry.
Can you imagine
Another pandemic for us.
This is what happens with our bodies. That's why we age. That's why we
age.
get because the biological internet is defective.
The skin, the organ, and everything.
The skin, the vital organs. Oh, I haven't told you the best part. We did another research. With the virtual gym. You see, what it does, it releases the fat contents into the bloodstream. Okay, it takes the glucose, burns into the mitochondria, creates the energy. But as it releases the fat, it also releases the stem cells in the fat.
It releases
right?
stem
Because
cells in the
where
fat.
do they get the stem cells from? The fat, because it has abundant number of stem cells. So what we found, we looked at all the variables with the fatty liver, and we did find that there is your own stem cells are released in the fat to repair your vital organs. We have only done research with the fatty liver, but we look at variables that also apply to kidneys, like bilirubin and creatinine. So all the vital organs are probably fixed, and we have to do more research, of course, to look at it. But this is very recent that I thought to myself, if you repair the fatty liver, also like 80% normal liver after 20 treatments, like, come on, how this liver is repaired? It's not just taking the fat out. There must be something, another component, another mechanism. But wait a minute, the fat has stem cells. So this stem cell is the stem cells, and that's when we started doing the research.
It's very interesting, right?
It's amazingly interesting.
It's amazingly
that it's your own stem cells.
I'm impressed.
Because it's your own body. Well, your body has the capacity.
This will be like a huge news for our viewers.
But it's not just stem cells that you inject. It's your own stem cells. It's not like from the sheep or from here.
I think for the listeners, right? For them, they're thinking fatty liver what, right?
Oh, what's fatty liver? Okay, please explain that.
What's
fatty liver?
Yeah,
maybe our doctor can help about this.
Our two doctors going, that's crazy cool, right?
I
think the thing is, people don't understand how many people have fatty liver.
Everybody over 40.
Everybody in 20s.
Please let us know, Dr. Olivia.
They're obese.
Okay, I'll give a good one and a good example. I've got a patient.
Daniel has fatty liver, actually. Yeah, and he's 26.
So my patients who drink, right, very commonly, more than 2 standards. So let's say a glass of wine every night. The tendency of these people, and 20 up, right? They have a higher tendency of having fatty liver. So we're not just saying people who are like my mom's age in their 40s or something, or people 40 and up who have fatty liver. Literally anyone who drinks more than 2 standards a week will have the higher chance, or will probably have fatty liver. So what Dr. Shania is saying to me, it's like magic. Because for the average Joe, or the average person, to remove fatty liver is a challenge. Right? That's hard.
How you gonna
It's
do
a vital organ, and
there is no mechanism except for the virtual gym that can do that.
Exactly.
Lasers and RF cannot go to the viscera.
But the fact that it's removed and it's using the fat itself to create the stem cell to stop you from the idea of aging and remove the fatty liver. It's like 2 birds in 1 stone. It's doing magic, right? For the old-fashioned doctor, this is Unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's not magic. You have to have a commitment. You have to come
I agree.
once or twice a week.
So Lavalan is
3
like
times
also a
is better.
hospital here.
Okay, and you have to
It's like
come every
amazing.
week. Okay, you need to have a commitment, and you have to
agree.
do the treatment the way we ask you to do the
Yeah.
treatment, and we recommend you to do the treatment. And if you do what we tell you, then we can guarantee you
I
results.
feel like 2-3 times a week, fatty liver gone. I'm not gonna age as much. I'm gonna be a healthier person, better metabolism,
Yeah.
less fatigue.
You're gonna
I'm
live longer.
impressed.
I'm getting more than I'm bargaining for, right?
Yeah.
And how many people do you know that are 78 years old and they're obese? Do you know anybody?
Yeah.
What? They die.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very true.
They die.
It's very
It's
true.
like it's helping us in a lot of aspect, you know. I mean, like
Absolutely.
it's crazy that it's all because
health.
of one
It
device.
reinstates your health. You
Reinstate
reinstate
your
your
health.
health. That is the most important part about this technology.
Men can also get the same
Men should
effect.
be here.
Oh yeah.
It's for men. It's for fitness.
It's
Yeah.
the same actually.
It's for libido. It's for the men to get high testosterone and feel sexier and more confident. Hello.
Yeah. Confidence boost. Who do not want
But
that?
you know what? Like the average man has a higher risk of fatty liver.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why.
So, for me at least, if I'm a guy and I've got brothers, I've got 2.
You
if
should
I don't
be
have
here.
to run,
You should be here.
remove my fatty liver, I should just come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Athletes.
Yeah.
Athletes. We have sold it. We have Roman Obe. That's the only name I can mention. There's a lot of athletes that you know in United States in NFL that own their own machines. He had a nasty foot injury, and we treated it. He was not going to play again. Football, American football. San
Football
Diego
player.
Chargers. He wasn't going to play again. He, for the first time, he started screaming, "Coach, coach, coach!" I thought something happened. So I went there. For the first time, he could move his foot. If you don't move, the foot could not move. You cannot run. Okay.
Yeah.
And he was a quarterback.
It even can help for athletes.
For sports injury.
Sports injury.
Yeah, for
okay.
gynecologists. After pregnancy, they get flat in 2
It's like-
weeks.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed.
Pain is
Yeah.
also interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain is the pain if you do, because I have a lot of backaches, you know, I
Yeah.
work all the time, right? You put it one time, the next day.
Especially
It's
women,
gone.
we wear heels.
Yeah. Heels all the time.
Yeah, and here the legs, joints.
Legs, the back.
There are special programs for pain. You get pain, or you can have a pain clinic.
Yeah.
This technology, seriously. You know, for joints, for neuropathic pain. We've done a lot of studies. Neuropathic pain. Neuropathic pain. 10 times, 10 treatments, no neuropathy.
No neuropathy.
These people were supposed to cut their legs. They were
Oh,
going for amputation. You know, that there was so severe wounds and pain. And gone. Neuropathic pain, not just, you know, the pain that we experience.
Yeah. It's a different
Severe
kind of pain.
kind of
Severe
pain.
pain.
Cell regeneration. So it's like,
It's a cellular regeneration. Why? Because you're repairing the signals of the cells, and then the body is going to repair itself. It's a booster for the body, for body repair,
yeah. I think just
for
to
the
summarize
self-repair
it,
mechanism.
in layman
Our doctor will help us.
In
Yeah,
layman
okay.
terms.
Because I usually lose people when I start.
I think in layman terms, what's interesting about this, especially for the medical community, is that it's the idea that your body's like a newborn baby.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your
Pain
body
state.
now, as you age, right? There's a saying my mom used to say. And it's like a string. So over time, when you age, the string becomes a little bit knotted, right? So I think the Indonesian term is nangkusut.
Yeah.
So that's the same logic. So as you age, the concept of aging is that string gets more knotted over time. So whatever, like when you're playing broken telephone, the string has to be straight, right? Like whenever you play it straight,
Yeah.
then you can hear each other. But the logic is this string is knotted. So whenever like one cell to another is trying to communicate, it's not going to get the message. It's going to get half of it, and over time it's going to get 1/8 of it. So the logic of using the virtual gym is that it's straightening that string, right? The communication
And
is
the
in the
IELLIOS.
Yeah.
That's the old technology, the IELLIOS. I'm glad you said that.
I'm glad you are here. You help
Let
us.
me
I mean,
tell you
like
why.
from the non-medic,
Yeah.
as a netizen of Indo, it helped us a lot. Thank you so much for your explanation.
But let me tell you one more thing. What she said, it does exactly that. because a protein is actually like a spring.
Yeah.
And when you denature proteins with all these treatments that do here in these other facilities, they denature proteins, that means they destroy the proteins.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
What we do is we refold the proteins.
Right.
So we basically we unboil an egg. There is the Nobel Prize is about, protein folding and all that. This is exactly what this technology does.
That's like
So it's exactly
amazing.
what you said with the string. It basically gets the string the way it should be.
Yeah. So that's so when she was saying protein denaturation, it's the idea that the protein itself is breaking down.
That's
so
right.
our body relies on these proteins.
It's the brains of our cells.
It's the brain of the
Without the proteins, it's like the cell is brain dead.
No.
Because it can't send messages.
Exactly. Nothing. You cannot.
So when the protein itself, she was mentioning about the spiral, so it's like the coiling, right? It just becomes more compact. So the communication is more clear. Like now you can hear me properly, right?
That's right.
But if I put a ball between us, which is the same as breaking down the protein, you're not going to hear me well. That's the same logic.
Exactly. Very
That's
good.
impressive.
Thank you for
Good
explaining.
analogy here. Thank you so
Excellent
much.
explanation. Excellent explanation.
So we have heard
Thank you.
from Dr. Olivia and also Dr. Sanya, like, complete explanation. An amazing explanation for us about like this device that can help us, and also especially for diabetes patients as also fatty liver patients. But like after this we are going to have an that's so impressed but I'm still shocked. After this we're coming back shortly because we have another guest that are super duper amazing that will come and also sit with us today. But thank you so much to Dr. Olivia for having us.
Thank you for coming
so much.
and your explanations brilliant.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thank you.
So we will come back after this briefly.